That
You
is
got nothing on Joe Biden.
No. Answer
You've
this
not
question.
named a
Answer
single
this
crime.
question.
No,
What did the Bidens do? What business were they in? Why did they get
Can I answer
millions
that?
and millions of dollars?
Well, no, I would like
Can
to
I
ask you a
answer what
question.
it
No,
is?
you stop. What
Okay,
did the Bidens do?
I wonder if you can help us figure out where we've come as a committee, Professor Snyder. About a year ago, our GOP colleagues began heralding an FBI form, FD 1023, that recorded allegations that President Biden acted corruptly in Ukraine and tried to promote these as credible allegations. It turned out that these were lies, and the person who was promoting them has been indicted for lying to the FBI and constructing a false record. It turns out that he was up to his neck in connections to Russian foreign agents, and yet our colleagues at various points called this a smoking gun, said it showed proof that the Bidens took bribes, and so on. Chairman Jason Smith, for example, said this was a smoking gun, and it was the definitive proof that the Bidens took bribes. It's obviously been dropped, and yet this was the genesis of our investigation. How do we understand?
That's just simply.
Just my question really quick is, if everything was such a lie in that D1023 form, then why did the FBI director, Christopher Wray, try to hide it and say that it didn't exist, of which Chuck Grassley had to press him on it, and finally Christopher Wray, the FBI director, finally said that it did exist? So what was the cover-up there? And again, like I mentioned, if everything was such a lie, then why was the FBI lying on behalf of the existence of the 1023 form?
Not true, but go ahead.
I'll yield to the chairman if you want to take some more time.
No.
Well, you can use your
Are you
time.
saying the bank statements are Russian disinformation, that the Bidens took $9,000 from China?
I agree. You've been talking about
Tony
bank
Bobulinski
statements for
said
more
it
than a
was
year, but they don't show anything other than there was no crime.
So
What
it's
do your bank
okay. It's
statements
okay
show?
for, as Tony Bobulinski said, for China to bribe Joe Biden's family with $9 million.
But that's the lie that's been discredited. I mean, where is your impeachment investigation? If Joe Biden took a $9 million bribe from China, why aren't you impeaching him for that?
Well, who says we're not?
Well, I can invite Mr. Moskowitz to come back in. Do you want to move for impeachment today? Because I thought that was your main agenda item. You said it was the paramount priority of the committee.
No, this is a hearing on China, and you all have an obsession with Russia and Trump. It's disturbing.
We can talk
you
about
need
China
therapy.
and Trump or Russia
you all
and Trump.
Need,
He's
you
got
need therapy, Mr. Raskin.
No. You need therapy. You're the one who's involved with the deranged politician, not me, okay? I've divorced myself from Donald Trump a long time ago. You're the one who needs to disentangle from that situation. And I will tell you this. If you believe that it would have been illegal for Joe Biden to take $5 million from Ukraine, it certainly would have been. What do you think about Donald Trump taking more than $5 million from the Chinese government while he was president?
Well, we know that Donald Trump had a legitimate business that he talked about and he campaighed on.
The legitimate business was the White House.
What business?
He sold the White House.
Oh, give me a break.
He was
What business was What business were the Bidens in? Well, what business did Joe Biden's family own? What business were they in? Did they have hotels? Did they have a social media company? Did they have golf courses? Did they have casinos? Did they have office buildings?
Mr. Chairman.
What business? Did they have an energy
Mr.
company?
Chairman, we have spent tens of millions of dollars pursuing Joe
that is
Biden,
not
and you have not
true.
identified
That
a
is
single
lie.
crime.
You are
Really?
lying. That
Really?
is a lie. We have not spent $10 million.
Hey, how much have you spent?
We haven't spent hardly anything.
Oh, it's been for free. Okay. All right. Well, in any event, you know what? Then we get what we paid for it because you got nothing. You got nothing on Joe Biden.
Does anybody else find it astonishing that this guy's going to go after the chairman of this committee here for going after, or at least looking into, Joe Biden's books of, hey, where's all this money coming from? Seems like corruption to all of us, where he has no businesses. He was a senator, then he was vice president, president. Like, what was the business that the Biden family was in? Can't actually name a single business or venture that the Biden family was in. And then he goes in talking about, oh, well, you're wasting all our money looking into this. Dude, you spent $40+ million on a Russia hoax with the Mueller report. $40+ million. And you're going to complain about somebody looking into what seems to be legitimate corruption on the Biden family. Yeah.
No, answer
You've
this
not
question.
named a
Answer
single
this
crime.
question.
No, you
What
answer
did the Bidens do? What business were they in? Why
But
did
what
they
bus-
get
Can I answer
millions
that?
and millions of dollars?
Wait, no, I would like
Can
to
I
ask you
answer
a
what
question.
No,
because-
you stop. What
Okay,
did the Bidens do?
I don't know
What
who you're
business
talking
were they
about.
in?
Well, what business is the Comers in? You're talking about lots of people. There's lots of people in the family.
I'm a farmer.
Your
I have
impeachment-
land. I
Your
lease land.
impeachment
I sell honey.
investigation must identify
What
a
did the
high crime
Bidens
and
do?
misdemeanor.
What did they do?
I'll
for
tell
the
you what
millions
Joe
of
Biden
dollars?
did. He was a senator of the United States. Then he wrote a book, and he said he made the most money he ever made in his life, millions of dollars on his book, and he gave $1 million.
That's
away
what
to
his
charity.
family did.
That's what
That's why Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Romania, China, Russia. That's why they paid the Biden family money, because of Joe Biden.
None of those governments paid anyone any money.
Somebody needs therapy here, but it's nobody on our side of the aisle, okay?
All right, enough.
No,
Back to the
honestly,
China hearing. Back to the China
you
hearing.
had your chance.
Order,
I would
order.
like my time restored.
Well, no, your time was
I would like
expired.
you-
I've
no,
given
you
three
interrupted
extra
me.
minutes.
I want my
No,
time
you had
restored.
your time. You went above, and I'll let Miss Thornton go a minute.
You know what?
Here,
Yeah.
sit down, everybody. Come back. This is about China. We asked a simple question. Now, Miss Presley, you're out of order. Sit down.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman.
Hey, it just shows you how nuts the Democrats are. Can't name a single business venture that the Biden family was in, but somehow they raked in millions of dollars from all these other countries, China, Ukraine, Romania. And again, what business venture were they in? It makes sense Trump was getting money from China, Russia, if he was. We're not even sure about that one. Like all these other countries, because the guy was a business developer and he had his feet into a lot of other businesses out there, because not only did he take the money from his real estate, but he also invested in other avenues of business. And you're going to say that Joe Biden sat there and made money off his book deal, of which we know that he gave classified information, according to Joe Biden himself, on audio to his ghostwriter. But yet you're going to go after Donald Trump for the classified material that was held at Mar-a-Lago, of which they raided and looked at Melania Trump's underwear drawer. And Joe Biden has it at the Biden Pence Center. He has it next to his Corvette. Hell, they found classified documents on the street of Ireland when he went there on a family vacation, which was on the taxpayer dime. It's so astonishing, but don't worry, you guys. You're a threat to democracy. It's Republicans and conservatives. You're a threat to the Republic, okay? You're MAGA extremist, according to Joe Biden, and clearly you need therapy, according to the Democrats here. And don't take it from me. You heard it from the man himself, Mr. Raskin here, who's an absolute lunatic. But let me know what you think about this one in the comment section below. I'll see you next time here on The Wolverine Show.